I've been hyper concentrated. So right now I'm really Solana mainly, SWI, and then I've got some meme stuff. In this bizarro world of Elon basically running the US government, the chances of Doge being used as a currency are extremely high. Something, again, you and I have talked about. And so even if that doesn't happen, the market will trade that narrative.
SWI price was trading around $2.08 after retesting key support and rallying by 17%, indicating the potential for new all-time high in the near term. This bullish momentum is further bolstered by rising total value locked, TVL, and increased volume on decentralized exchanges, DEXs, reflecting increased trader activity and usage of the SWI ecosystem. SWI price plunged by over 25% after hitting a new all-time high, ATH, of $2.36 on October 13th. However, it retested and found support around its 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level at $1.64, rallying by over 17%. This level roughly aligns with the 50-day exponential moving average, EMA, at around $1.73, making it a key reversal zone. If SWI maintains its upward momentum, it could soon rally to retest its next key barrier of $2.36, the ATH. A successful close above this could pave the way for SWI to target the 141.40% Fibonacci extension level at $3.15. According to Raoul Pal, if you have just 1K and want 20 to 30x, then you should plan to buy the next Solana. Before we move forward, if you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now, let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana and SWI and the overall crypto market.
We've got this kind of group of technologies that are in full tilt acceleration mode when we get to full adoption of these technologies. So that's AI, robotics, renewable energy sources, genetic sciences. It's a whole bunch of these technologies, including blockchain, that are all hyper accelerating at the same time. So, okay, fine. So the exponential age is really all about, this is the fastest, largest pace of change of technology that humanity will ever go through. And it's probably an entire reworking of society itself and the economy. So what do I mean about the economy? This is this 6-7 years business. Is really, it's to do with how the economic machine works. Basically, GDP growth is driven by population growth, productivity growth, and debt growth. Prior to about 2020, 2021 maybe, I had been very traditional macro, and macro returns were generally generated by being a cynic, waiting for a blow up, making a ton of money from the blow up, and then not losing too much money when things were boring and okay. But I realized from the debasement of currency that I've talked a lot about, that actually that was not the best way of doing things. You can actually make more money by being long. But then you're saying, am I making real money by owning stuff? And so I start dividing everything by the debasement of currency, and you end up with two secular trends. One was cryptocurrency, and the other was technology.
According to Tokenomists, SWI released 2.26% of its total supply on November 1st, with another release of 64.19 million tokens scheduled for December 1st, just like the previous month. On October 1st, SWI again unlocked 64.19 million tokens. On September 30th, the day before the event, the price of SWI was between $1.70 and $1.80. On October 3rd, it rose close to $2, but stopped at $1.94. The third quarter of 2024 proved successful for SWI. The price of SWI increased by 135% in September, from 0.78 cents to $1.85. After strong growth in September and early October, SWI remains popular among traders. According to Binance data, SWI entered the top 10 coins in terms of trading volume, with $816.32 million. This puts it ahead of meme coins like Pepe, and at $575.30 million, Shiba Inu, SHIB, at $439.84 million, and Doge with Hat, WIF, at $327.99. Raoul Pal, CEO and founder of Global Macro Investors, believes that SWI is showing signs of becoming a major player among new blockchain platforms. He notes that its price chart looks promising and breaks from a pattern that often indicates potential price growth. What stands out to Paul is how SWI is performing better than other major cryptocurrencies, including Solana, even when the broader market isn't doing much. This strength is notable to him. However, Paul notes that SWI is still in its early stages. For it to truly succeed, it needs to prove itself by having high performance and scalable applications built into its platform. He mentions that the total value locked TVL on SWI and a recent announcement from Circle are positive signs, but not enough on their own. He sees potential in gaming applications, but believes it's too early to tell. He mentions recent upgrades that have made transactions very fast and suggests future improvements that could make SWI even faster than Solana's next upgrade. According to Paul, the team behind SWI, Miston Labs, aims to rebuild the internet for Web3, creating a platform that could potentially handle billions of users. He mentions features like easy connections and upcoming data storage solutions, but again, he stresses that SWI is still in its infancy.
There's nothing else worth investing in at all, apart from technology and crypto. And yes, it's cyclical. Yes, it works with the business cycle, but the secular trends are so enormous. And so it became a hyper-concentrated bet just on those two themes alone, because everything else in comparison is a destruction of capital. There might be short periods of time in the cyclical downsides, you can own other stuff, but generally speaking, any money you allocate to a different theme makes you poorer. Then I started realizing, oh my God, if I think this thing through, the economic system is changing and it's going to change in a way we don't understand. And I'm just extrapolating the trends, and you're like, well, if cryptocurrency, if I just take the log channel of the market cap of crypto, gets to 100 trillion early 2030s.
Paul believes that the global liquidity cycle will drive crypto prices higher. Right now, there are macroeconomic sources of liquidity everywhere, including upcoming monetary policy decisions by the U.S. Federal Reserve. He also notes that global liquidity increases during macro crypto summers. In 2020, things got crazy because of the pandemic, but 2016 and 2012 were good periods of liquidity. Crypto and tech have surged. Then we get to the fall. Fall is often the time when the real fireworks happen. Liquidity continues to rise and eventually peaks in winter. That's when corrections happen, crypto bear cycles. So we have the two best parts of the cycle ahead of us. Paul is currently heavily invested in Solana, plus some small meme coins and other bits. According to Paul, the increasing convergence of AI and blockchain could reshape society and the economy. Paul suggests that as AI increasingly takes over traditional tasks, many people turn to speculation on cultural communities and memes as a primary source of engagement and purpose. While this may seem worrying at first, Paul argues that this shift could trigger the creation of an entirely new economic model. Paul draws parallels between the current meme craze and previous speculative booms, such as the NFT frenzy and initial coin offerings, ICOs, noting that while some investors have made huge profits, many others suffered substantial losses. He warns that this speculative environment can lead to confusion and financial risks, especially for those looking for the next big trend. Within this volatility, however, Paul identifies a shift towards technology that will shape the attention economy in an increasingly decentralized world. Paul predicts that AI will play a key role in these new digital ecosystems, with AI agents using tokens to incentivize each other and humans, as well as manage payments for computational cost. He says blockchain technology will be the primary driver as the total cryptocurrency market grows from its current valuation of $2.5 trillion to $100 trillion over the next decade. This shift, according to Paul, represents the fastest accumulation of wealth in human history, making it an incredible opportunity for investors.